All right, everybody. Welcome to another stream with me, Top Snake from Top Tier VG and Top Tier Projects. Today we're working on refreshing an Xbox 360 Slim, I guess the second generation. So the one that had the fan port on the side. So a buddy of mine got one from another buddy of his, so I'm going to be tearing it apart, cleaning it up, and doing a bit of a thermal paste refresh on it. I do want to test that first. So we are going to, um, I guess. Okay. All right. Now we've got the HyperX there. Perfect. Okay, so I wanted to try and see what. Hang on a second here. We're getting a little too clippy. All right. I wanted to check and see, make sure that this thing was working okay. And it looks like it powers on, connects just fine. So I didn't notice a big puff of dust coming out of it. So we are good to work on it. It's connected. We can move around. Everything's good. So, oh wait, looks like there's a disc in there. We're going to take that out. Okay. Disc tray works well, which is good. Yeah, Connect Sports. Cool. All right, we're going to take that game out. We don't have to worry about that. So now we can start the dismantling of it and get to that juicy, juicy thermal paste. So let's switch over to the top-down cam so you can look down the side of this boy. We're going to raise that up a little bit. And then we want to power that off. And we will disconnect it and start going to town on this thing. So my buddy has never actually had an Xbox. He was never an Xbox boy, so this is kind of a big step for him. Okay, so oh, there we go. So as we go, I kind of want to wipe this thing down because it is extremely dusty. So I'm just gonna kind of wipe as we go to kind of try and keep things reasonable here. And then I am probably gonna go and take all the plastic pieces and take them out and give them a nice rinse in the sink here. Okay, so I know this panel, these panels can just pop out, so it's just a matter of getting into the right spot and working around them. So we're going to go ahead and take that out, see how this is in. There should be little, yeah, there's one here. There's one here, I think. Yeah. And this one here. Where are you? There it is. Okay. So we got those ones. I'm going to hold it up with this hand and just go around and pop that out. And then that just goes on. So all I was doing was going through this hole and kind of looping underneath this and kind of just pulling back gently so that it undoes from these clips here. We have to remove this piece eventually. I can't remember. Yeah, I think we have to remove it before this top panel actually comes off. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Cap Kisser. Oh, how's it going? I picked up an Xbox 360 at Goodwill years ago for $0, but it didn't come with any cords or controller. Oh, for $40. I mean, $40 is a pretty decent price. I usually try any 360 that I've been picking up, I try to get for around 50. It's unfortunate that it didn't come with any cords or controller. Hopefully it came with the hard drive. I've been noticing a lot of 360s are missing that. So let's see. We want a Torx bit. I think T20 would work for that one. Nope, T20 is too big. Let's go down to a 15. But yeah, that's even today's pricing. I would pay probably at most 60 for a really clean one, but generally $50, and that's Canadian pesos are my preferred method. Okay, 15's too big. Let's go for 10. That's the ticket. Good old Torx 10. So we'll pop that out. Where am I going to keep this so that it doesn't get lost? I'm going to use this tray over here. And then we should be able to just pull that straight up. It's like a really wide USB. And we'll add that over to this pile. Okay. Those are the side clips that we'll have to fandangle later. But now we can go to this side. This one didn't have a hard drive in it, so I'm going to see if I have a spare. This was one out of a broken console, so I'm going to see what I have lying around and maybe hook my buddy up. Or hook him up for a reasonable price. I think this pops right off, yeah. And then I think I have another panel that'll cover it from that broken Xbox. I don't want to pull that yet. So I'm going to stick a screwdriver in here just to hold that up while I go around and find these other clips. So there's one here. There should be one in here as well. Might have to come back for that one. Where are you? Okay, I'm going to pry this out because it is blocking my ability to remove this without damaging anything. There you are. Okay. Push that back. These all need a good scrub down. Okay, so now we get to do the fun times of messing with all of these clips back here. And it's not like the original 360 where you could have the tool push half of them down, separate it with a wedge, and then move the tool over. I think there's something underneath this sticker. Oh, guess I was wrong. That's okay. Okay, so we'll go back to up here. And here you can see there's a couple of clips. So we're just going to slowly work our way and pry. I might need a different tool. Maybe my knife will be a little bit better. Yeah, because it can weasel its way underneath. Okay, so all I was doing is while I was prying the clip this way, I was also pushing it away from itself to kind of separate it. So now that we have it released here on this side, we should be able to work on this side now. Yeah, there's one. I'm going to try and put pressure on this to keep it separated. And where's my knife? Here it is. And I might put that screwdriver in there too, just in between the pieces, just to hold it apart so that it doesn't snap back in. And now from over here, I'm going to try and do more of the same. Where's the other one? There's that one. Bought a PS4 at the flea market last year for 30, but the guy had two controllers, but he refused to throw one in, so he sold one for 10. So 40 for a PS4, that's actually really good with a controller. I know I bought a PS3 at a thrift store for around 40 bucks, but that was just the console itself, no controllers. But I got plenty of extra controllers for that. Okay, where are you here? You're here. Do I have anything small enough? That one might be difficult to get to. I wonder if I pop this up, separate, and then just kind of really push on. There we go. So I just pushed really hard here and it let go. It was facing the other way, so that's that piece. Not so bad. Now we should be able to pry this up. Are we mounted anywhere? This is together? Nope. What are we stuck to here? Okay. Just gonna wiggle that a little bit. Okay, so here's this little ribbon cable. You know what? We're gonna unhook this. I'm just gonna take this piece out because it just plugs down in. And I'm gonna try and leave this piece connected. So I'm gonna try and leave this connected, take out these two screws, and just pull that straight up. Oh, is that a smaller Torx? Well, that's just rude and uncalled for. All right, what do I got here? That's a 9. Let's try that. There we go. Later, I picked out PS4 for $25, the flea market, but it turns out it keeps rebooting. Well, there you go. You might have to do a little bit of diving in to see what's wrong with it. Okay, another plug type socket. So now that that is free, we should be able to. I don't think this is screwed to anything, and I think we removed that only thing that would be holding it. So maybe I just have to give it a little bit of beans here. Why are you so tight? Something doesn't feel right. Oh, right. I forgot about these. That's why. This, and that. And this one, I believe, are mounted to that side. Like the original 360. I'm going to go back up to the 10. Well, hopefully you can figure out that rebooting issue. I wonder if the thing's overheating. Because I know thermal paste is really, it only lasts 5 to 7 years, so. Okay, that's H. Are H and L the same length? I think these should all be the same length. Looks like it had water damage. Well, I guess that's a little bit particular on that second one that you picked up. Might be able to open her up and clean up that area. But yeah, hard to say without ripping her open and taking a look. Okay, all of these are the same size, so we're looking good. Revision D. There we go. Probably shouldn't have taken it upside down, but that's fine. Okay, that's another piece of our dusty boy. And we are in Lake Flynn. Okay, we can undo the power to the disk drive. Or is this the data? Looks like a SATA port, so must be the data. And then this will be the power. Come on, you. There we go. Easy peasy. I do like how modular these things are and how easy they are to rip apart. What is this mounted to over there? And then this fan shroud can come out. It doesn't look to be mounted there. Mounted over here to that one. So we'll take that one out. We're probably going to have to remove all of the screws just to get to where I can unclip the heatsink. Is that I'm 53 and I've been around computers for years. My first computer was a TRS-80 Model 2. I mean, that is definitely older than me. It sounds like, anyways. I'm trying to think what the oldest computer I had. I think it was like a, I don't even remember. The main one was where when I started learning about like repairing and viruses and all that stuff that was affecting all of our computers. It was that was more around the Windows XP time. So like far after DOS, I never really got into any of the DOS machines. Grew up with like 95 and that. So you definitely have the older experience, that's for sure. But it's all still relevant. Because any of that stuff nowadays, if you come across it, nobody would know how to approach it, really. Or it would take a hell of a lot of time just thinking about it and being like, well, why was it designed this way? Okay, good. Those are all about the same size. Is this coming out now? Perfect. Do I really want to unplug it? No, I don't. I'd rather leave that hooked up, so I just want to get rid of the plastic here. It's so old, my first computer was a rock. Back in my day, we used to smash two rocks together, and that's how we figured out it was, that's how we figured out we could get electricity from the crystals. For most It's not age, it's experience. All right. You know, this might not even. Uh, you know what? I am going to remove the board just to be certain. So we're going to get rid of this. Because I'd rather have that certainty. This is a 10. Where's my 9? There's the 9. There we go. Okay. Okay. So these two screws are probably supporting all the weight of the board. So I'm just going to do a couple of turns on one, alternating back and forth, just so that if it is, it'll drop down evenly. But it doesn't look like it's going to. Okay. What is holding us in now? Can remove that. Can we remove this? Yes, there's just a little clip down here. Like that. And one up there is a big one, so it looks like we can just push down. There we go. So got that off. I grew up with video games my entire life since the Atari 2600. I think the oldest thing we had like the old Pong consoles, like the standalone two paddles, wood paneling veneers on the plastic, plug into your TV and play Pong. And then I know at one point we had the Atom computer, which I don't know if it was like a Commodore competitor, but like it had a thing that you could play cassette tapes that had the data on the magnetic tape on it, and it had cartridges as well. All the only thing that I have left of that machine though was the printer and the controllers and a couple of the game cartridges. So I think that was the oldest one. I grew up with I guess the more modern stuff of the NES and Super Nintendo, and then all the way up to what we're dealing with today. Because this was like high school and just after high school for me, the Xbox 360s. Lots of memories. So, out of all the video games that you grew up with, what's your fondest video game memory, if you so choose to share? Okay, what else do we got here? Okay, might just be these plastic pegs here. Yeah, okay, if I push on them, they should release. There you go. Come on. Tell me your secrets, baby. I got you. I'll take good care of you, Mr. Circuit Board. Man, you are in there tight. Okay, this side wants to go. This side does not, so push down just a little bit. There we go. Bend that back up. There. Ha! It does. Okay. That shield is gone. Found a couple of Coleco. That's what it was. It was Coleco. Atom computers at a Goodwill back in early to mid 90s. So you were hunting even back in the 90s. I wonder, did you have the foresight for when everybody was trading in their NESs to the mom and pop shops to scoop them up for cheap? It's kind of one of those things that, okay, you should be popping right out here. I gotta go like this here. Come on. Come on, buddy. Why are you so in there? What did I make last time I did this? It was like a weird little... I hooked it and then kind of pulled and scooped them. Because we really just need to get one started. There we go. Just like that. So feed into the side and kind of bend away and up at the same time. And then we're going to go ahead and give this one the same kind of treatment. Come on, you. Give her up. Can't quite get behind this piece. Okay, maybe it'll be this side. Because once one of these gives in and lets go. Yeah, you're right there. Come on. The other side will pop off. Did find a few old Atari computers at Goodwill back then too. Well, you were definitely out there hunting when when most weren't for that kind of stuff. Come on, you. There we go. All right. Whew. Okay, that thermal paste is so dry, it just let go like nothing. So, right here you can see there wasn't a whole lot on there, and it is extremely crispy. So, we are definitely going to extend the life of this boy. All right, where is my contact cleaner? Because that stuff just eats this thermal paste like nothing. Let me check this bag and see. It might be in the other room. I might have to go run and grab it. Yeah, looks like it's in the other room. All right, I'm going to go run and grab that real quick, and then we will commence the mission. Yeah, here it is. Right in the other room. Now, where's my paper towel at? I forgot how quick these refreshes can be. PS3 definitely takes a little bit more time, that's for sure. What is that here? Back then, my dad didn't understand why I was buying up old computers and consoles. Kind of had an eye for old stuff. Yes, sir. A lot of people didn't know. That's why they would just like, oh yeah, okay, I want the new shiny thing, so let's get rid of our entire collection for like $50. Okay, we'll just rest that on there, let it loosen up a bit. Yeah, I kind of got lucky and bought up a bunch of Game Boy Colors way back when they were like 25 bucks a piece on eBay and stuff. Now, good luck if you can find broken ones for 60. So, but now's the perfect time for me to look at selling a few of them. Make a good old was that a 75% increase or profit. Then you gotta calculate for inflation and realize you're no further ahead than you were. $100, that's a new 20. When I'm at the flea market, I'm a real sucker for the Transformer toys. Those also have a huge following. I remember a family friend when we would go and visit them. They had the old, I think it was Megatron, the one that would transform into a gun, and it was like a little cap gun too. I think that one's pretty rare nowadays. But I don't know. Growing up, I was just like, haha, cool, cool toy that is a robot gun. Okay. But I mean, hey, everybody has something that appeals to them, right? I know growing up we used to watch Dukes of Hazzard a lot, so like anything with a General Lee or a 1969 Dodge Charger, either that or a DeLorean, because I used to watch Back to the Future a lot. I'll see one of those and be like, oh, do I want that? I kind of do. Yeah, nice and clean. Perfect. No residue. You know, I was worried at how dusty the outside of this console was. I was worried that it was going to be just caked on the inside, but we're pretty good. We're pretty good here. It's actually not too bad. And all the capacitors look nice. Nothing's bulging, nothing's leaking. What is that here? The Gen 1 Megatron was the one I grew up with back in the 80s. So is that the one that transforms into a gun, or am I thinking of a different transformer or a different thing entirely? Share your wisdom. All right, gonna get this copper nice and clean. Really sticks to this aluminum really well. This thermal paste. You know what? I'm gonna hang it on its side and just blast it down a little bit. Give it a rinse, if you will. Need another clean piece of towel. Huh. I don't think the silicone mat likes this stuff that well. I didn't think anything would react to the silicone. Or would make the silicone react weird. Alright. Have a quick little sip of the coffee. And then we're going to go ahead and grab, where's my compressed air? Oh, what the hell? Did I just put everything in the other room? Let's see, what else do we got? Do I have it over here, perhaps? I guess that'll be the next thing I do is kind of lock down and keep all my equipment in one spot. Stop going and doing projects in every other room of the house. Where did I put that tool? It's over here. Where did I put that tool? It's down in the shop. Where did I put that thing? Oh, I put it under my pillow so that the dust off fairy will come and give me a new can. There it is. Right under the pillow where I left it. All right. So just go ahead and give that a little bit of a blasty blast. And while we're here, we'll just go ahead and okay. Now this went like this and like that. I'll go ahead and give her the thermal paste. Must be. Oh, the Xbox 360 must not be as popular as the 3DS because that stream had people coming from all over the place watching that screen repair. Okay, go ahead, put a nice dollop of that on. I'm gonna go ahead and insert these. Put some nice pressure there. Give it a little bit of a wiggle. And then wiggle it out. See how well the spread is. We can always put a little bit more in there. Okay. Not bad, not bad. We're going to add a little bit to the corners and a little dollop in the middle, and then we're going to call that good. Last time I was in the flea market, found a Dinobot named Sludger or Sludge for $10. He was new in the box. Box was kind of tore up. He's like from an '86 movie line. You're finding that gold, my man. A flea market connoisseur. Honestly, navigating flea markets and stuff is a skill all on its own. Okay, that should be plenty of thermal paste without it spilling over onto the board itself. So we're good there. Okay, let's get that wiggled on. Okay, we're all clipped back. Perfect. And we'll plug that back in. When I go to the flea market, I got dumb luck to find the good stuff. Hey, that's a superpower on its own. Luck should never be overlooked. That is a blessing worth counting. Okay. Mm, where's my paintbrush at? I know I have one in this room because I used it not too long ago. There it is. So I'm just gonna brush this out, give it a nice dusting. Then we can get this one put back together. Okay, pick that up, pop this down. Make sure that there's no debris on the bottom from the mat. I'll just give it a little blast with the air. Want to make sure we're keeping things clean for my buddies. Alright, go down and around town. Easy mode. Okay. That's all lined up. That's in the right spot. This is in the right spot and clipped. So there, I was just lining up these two little plastic bits here and here and pushing them into place. So this is all where it needs to be. So now we can start the wonderful world of assembly. This goes here, but in what orientation? Yep, like that. Okay. What else we got? This was on in here. This just kind of, these were those hooks that I was talking about. And those clip this way. So, square peg, square hole. Come on, you. Get in your square hole. You're too good for your hole. There. And then this little clip. There, there. Okay. That's where it needs to be. That's for the fan. This part can go in as well. Move these little cables out of the way. And that sits there. That hovers over there. That'll go there. Should probably switch to the bigger one so I don't strip this out on accident. There we go. Easy mode. Fan shroud, like so. I'm gonna give this a little brush as well. Like I said, I'm surprised at how clean the inside all is with how dusty the outside was. Okay, that goes there. Uh, This wasn't mounted in, so I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Okay, those are all held in. I'm just going to drop it down like so. Got the T9. We're going to start with these little guys here. And I'm going to star pattern them, just get them snug at first, and then make sure that they're in there good. Okay. Don't want to be cross-threading these, so. What the hell? Why aren't you happy with this hole? There you go. That's what you needed. Okay. Okay, I don't want to put too much torque on those, so we're going to go around the perimeter now with all these bigger ones. Get those snugged up, and then we can go for a final pass on that. There we go. Getting buttoned up already. I really like these slims. The design is, I like the look of the original 360s, but these second iterations here, or I guess third or whatever you want to call it, much nicer. Has the big fan port on the side, easy to work on, easy to take apart. I remember taking apart some of those original 360s, such a bear. That is not where you go. Okay. How about up here? Nope. And is this another one of those? Must be the fan shroud here. Okay, so this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And must be another one of these ones. And then that one is for, oh, there's two. Okay, hang on. Okay, we know L is a long one. We know H is a long one. Pretty confident that C is long and P is long. So is F long? Looks like it. Where did you come from? Why is there two now? All the other holes are all filled in and happy. What did I take apart that I don't know? And also, I need to put some more tunes back on in my head so that my headphones don't turn off. Let's do Night Drive 1980 to 1989. Okay. These two were the darker screws. One goes for... Was there anything up here that I actually took apart? No. Oh, this one. What's here? That's got a screw in it. That's got a screw in it. That's a long one, which we're, yeah. That needs a long one, long one, long one. That's got one. Anything over here? Yeah, that's got one, that's got one. This is a long. That's a post. What do heck, I say? What do heck? There wasn't anything holding the disk drive in. Dust that off a little bit. Let's feed these back in. Plug that in here. Plug this in here. And this will just sit nicely right in that cradle. Right there. Okay. Then we're going to slap this on again and get that all cinched together. Because we might as well while we're here. Actually, I'm going to dust this off a little bit. Make it brand new. There's that dusty layer. Get that all nice and clean. There, now we can pop this on. There and there. Perfect. Then this will go on and get screwed together. Well, I guess since we're kind of cruising through this, I'm going to go get my other 360 and we're going to work on that one as well. Might as well do them all. Okay. Well, all of these are going to get screwed in. And then I'll look around and see if I see something that requires a screw. There you go. That's that one. Pull that in. Go ahead and get this one screwed down nice and easy. Pop this one in. That one's screwed down nice. That one's in, and in. Okay. So those are all screwed in nice. I can dust that off and pop that in together. Where is this little piece here? I can go ahead and plug this bad boy back in now, because we don't need to worry about that coming out. And that gets one of these screws. Okay, that's in there good now. Anything else? No, not there. That's the sync button. This doesn't look, that's just the mounting pad for that other one. And that's in there good. Oh, we're good. Okay. Let's take this. We'll dust this half. Flop that over. I'll brush this stuff off. That's nice and clean now. Okay, and then we're going to pop this on and in. And that just plugs in there, and then those two screws go up there. And I think those are 9s. So we're going to go ahead and grab the T9, put it in the hole, and then loop it over. And do the same for the other. Just go in reverse till it drops in, and away we go. Okay, now we got that. And over here. Okay, and then that should just snap in. Yeah. Yeah, some of this I can wipe with that wet cloth afterwards once it's all together. Get some of that stickier goo off. And then this I can brush clean. Yeah, that good old dust. Get rid of some of these fingerprints on it too. Easy mode. Wiping it down. Give her that wet wipe. Okay, now this goes like so, and just clips right on in. Nice and snug. This one gets this long piece here. This might need to go to the sink. I'm gonna go scrub that out real quick. So let's give this a gentle little scrubbing. I wonder if this isn't a smoker. Well, the inside didn't, and the yellowness wasn't on the on the on the dust to make it look like a smoker, like a smoking home. But it does have like a weird tacky feel to it. Good. Yeah, and there wasn't really anything super stuck to the inside of the what do you call it? The heatsink, so. But this on its own looks mucho nicer. I'm gonna give this a little bit more of a wet wipe. And I didn't notice any water damage, so it's not like this thing had cola spilt all over it. Okay, now this piece, push that back in there together. Give it a little brush dust. Okay, so that's all together. And this piece will go here. I'll have to go look through my parts for that hard drive and stuff. But yeah. And that other panel that I have for this. I might only have a gray one, but it's better than nothing. Okay. Well, that was a... We're going to plug it in and test it and make sure that it successfully loads up again. Give it a nice little wipe down and dry down. Give it new life. Right around this ring is pretty crusty. You know what? I might hit it with a little bit of that Bon Ami. Where is my Bon Ami? It's in here, I know that. Oh, there it is. We got the Bon Ami. Give it a little bit of that sheen. Okay, let's see how well I did. This bad boy should turn right back on. So we'll go ahead and plug that in there. Oh, what the heck? I do not like that. There's like goo just in the corners here, and I don't like it. So we are going to address that now. There. That's better. It's a lot better. Okay, let's plug in the HDMI. Plug in the that power, and then make sure the power button works. Yeah. And let's go and see what we get. Hey, yo. Looks like she be loading. A new thermal paste will put in work. I gotta turn on the controller, make sure that reconnects. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna go into those system settings. We're gonna go memory, game profiles, demos, videos, nothing. Okay, themes, nothing. Nothing. I should just look at the side there. Avatar items. Connect Sports Football helmet. System items. Microphone calibration stuff, eh? Alright. What else do we got? Displays 1080p. System info. Alright. So this thing is back up to full spec. Family safety off. Excellent. Okay. Well, we are good to go. I want to make it so that it doesn't sign in. No. Where do we do that now? Oh, X to sign out. Yes. Preferences, maybe? No, wasn't that. Maybe it is under system settings. Console settings, startup and shutdown, startup, disk, we don't want it to load. Dashboard, that's what we want. Don't want that auto off. Actually, we don't want that. We'll disable that. And then sure. I want it so that you have to choose your login. Okay, so we got player one and we got Kim. So we're gonna select this. No, we don't want to sign in. I can do this. I can do this part later. The main thing was that it was working. We're gonna test. We'll put in this game that was in with it. This Connect Sports. We'll make sure that it loads up still. Disk drive opens up real nice. Do I have it on auto run? Yeah, I do. Perfect. So let's just make sure that it loads that up. Remember, face the sensor. Okay, well at least it loads up, no problem, so. Okay. Well, this one has been L completed. So I think we're gonna go move on to a different 360. Go ahead, put that down there. And then let's go and grab this half apart one. All right. So we got this. So it's a black model, so I think it's an elite model for this one. Where the heck did I put my paintbrush now? There it is. Get these pieces all dusted. Yeah, it's got the 120 gig hard drive, so I think this was the elite model. Put that over there. Yeah, $39.99 at the thrift store for this one. So did pretty good for that. It came with the actual hard drive and everything, so which now all the ones that I look at now, they all have the hard drives pulled for some strange reason, which is unfortunate. What was I looking up? I was looking up something. Maybe I want to switch up this music a little bit. Oh, and I want to update the get rid of the Slim because it's just an Xbox 360. Save all. We'll see if that updates everything. Did it update the stream title? Let's look. I'll edit that here. Fixing up Xbox 360. And save. And same for this one. Pop over here. Stream health. No. Stream settings. Edit. And oh, okay, it did update. Perfect. Good. go here and there. So we're good. Okay. Oh, right. The audio so that my microphone does not cut out on me. I'll take a little sip of the coffee. All right, I had bought a tool to get the case apart easier, and it worked really well. I don't know where I placed the tool, but I had already done it, so we're good to go. Now on this one, the silver screws are the long ones. All right, let's get after. Where's my tool? Okay, so we're going back to the 10. I need to see my viewfinder because I am out of view. Down in Africa. Oh, listening to that copy protected music. How dare you? All right, what do we got here? What in the goddamn? Oh, that's what you're holding on to. Wow, this is fairly clean on the inside. Like, there is nothing sticking to that top panel. Okay, that's under here. We can unplug these. I don't think it's screwed down to anything. It's taped though, I forgot. There we go. That's out. Give that a light dusting. I don't remember it being in there so tight. There. Okay, so it's just a little clip tab. So that's out. Perfect. This one's got the double heat spreader shield of Monster, which is good. I'm gonna pop this plug out first so we don't rip out those contacts. Looks like this one is also clipped. There we go. There we go. Yeah, very little dust on this one, which is good. So it might not have had a very long, might not have been used very heavily, or if it was very clean. And I'm just looking at the capacitors right here, right now. There does not seem to be any damage on any of them. No bulging, no scoring, no leaking. So I think we got another good one here. Okay, I'm going to do these first. Uh, Either that or it was opened up at one point before. Where'd my screwdriver go? Okay, I'm gonna do these bigger ones first. Okay, what we're gonna do is actually I'm gonna put one back over here and then take out one of these and then take out all those black screws first. That way it's not these parts that are holding all the weight. And when I lower it from those other three, I don't know, I think it'll be better because I won't put so much stress on these little screws. These are in there pretty tight though, so. Come on, here you go. Pop this up. Come on, there you go. Okay, it looks like it's lowering it evenly. I gotta take this out. I just realized that that's plugged through the shielding, so we gotta take this piece off first. That one could have been very dangerous if I didn't see that underneath. There we go. Pop that there. Come on. What are we hooked on? There. Okay. All right. That's a big boy. Give that a little blast out. Throw that down there. Okay. So, now we got 2 of these to deal with. Where's my tool? There it is. What is this stuff? I might have to hose it down with the contact cleaner and a brush. It's not gonna fit. So, if it's not gonna fit, I'm gonna have to pull it this way. Come on. There. Now I'll be able to just pop these, so. Gotta feed it in between the 2 pieces and then bend. And it just lets it go. So easy. Come on. Oh, right. You're already off, so. Put a little bit of... There we go. Whoop. Well, that dropped right away. Also, super dry. There's supposed to be a battery there? And what is that white goop? Alright, 2 separate pieces. Perfect. Okay. We are going to blast this with the air. Because it is pretty dusty on the inside, this one. That is so weird that it's just around there. Let's get some isopropyl and see if I can clean it up a little bit. If not, then I guess we just gotta leave it. Because it wasn't affecting performance before, so. But it's just unusual. I like clean boards. Let's see if this stuff actually cleared it up. Because that is a weird residue. It doesn't look like water damage. And I mean, if it was, this thing's got no other corrosion on it. So I don't know what that was. Let's see if we can clean it all up. Have a nice clean bottom to this board. But it looks like not even the isopropyl is removing it, so might be some manufacturing residue that I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's like a weird, it almost feels like a flux residue. It's got that same stickiness to it. Where's my horsehair brush? Might work a little better. This brush just might not be firm enough to clean it up all the way. Okay, what is in this bin? Has it got my stuff for cleansing? Ah, here it is. Okay, we'll try and see. I mean, it does look like some of it came off. So I guess there's just the more stubborn stuff in here. And whatever's going on over here, there's a lot of it. just going to come over here over the towel and blast it with a little bit of this contact cleaner. And I guess I should hit the chips there too. And I'll blast it with some air. And there's still a little bit of that residue around, but I think I got a good chunk of it out. So we're just going to have to let that stuff hang out. Now, this stuff, on the other hand, need to get that scrubbed up and cleaned up something fierce. Okay, now where's the... I don't like that it's mixed in with these, I don't know if they're resistor packs or capacitor packs or what they are. Yeah, this stuff's really dry and caked on. Where is my toothpicks? Getting this chip super clean, or at least trying to. So much thermal paste where it shouldn't be. Do I have my Kim wipes or are they on the floor? Let's see, where is those? Yeah, there they are. There. The anti-static, what is it? Fiber lint. That's the word. Yeah, I think they used a better thermal compound on the Slims too, because like this stuff is a nightmare to clear off. It's not as bad as the original Xbox, but whew, for whatever reason, some of these pads that they use is just, I mean, maybe it's just because of its age and how sticky and gross and old it has become. But I am glad that this electric contact cleaner has really eats into it really well. Okay, now I should be able to rinse it off. Okay, well. Those are clean now. Where's my duster? I want to make sure there's nothing hidden underneath the pads here. Let's evaporate that up. Okay. So now that that's done, we're just gonna let that sit and um, sit and spin. We're just gonna let that sit off to the side and evaporate, and then we're gonna work on these. Yeah, whatever is on the bottom of that board that I was working on cleaning up is sticky, so I want to say it's like leftover flux residue or something. But like there was a lot of it. I do like how well this contact cleaner eats into thermal paste though. Get this all brushed out. Okay, that one's good. Now for this one, which I'm gonna have to play around and see which way this one actually goes, because one of them, yeah, I guess that makes sense that it goes that way. Yeah, okay, this is for that chip. Okay, where is... I have a little plastic card that I was using that I can scrape off this thermal paste with. Well, even this battery box will work. The cardboard should be fine to just kind of cut off some of this extra top thick residue so we're not wasting our spray on it. And there we go. Okay. Okay, that one's good. Ooh, this one's got a bit of dust in it. Where's my dust off? Okay, where's this? Let's get our thermal paste on this boy. Okay, that pretty much has enough on it. We'll just add just the teeniest amount on here. And then for the other two, it goes this way. We'll go ahead and lift that up. And that one is also looking pretty good too. I'm just gonna add a tickle. Okay, done. Easy. Okay. So now comes the tricky part of putting these clips back on. So we're gonna set that into place. That and hang on. Where did my tool go? Okay, I need to get this piece on there before I do anything. There's the tool. So I should be able to put it in, bend it back, and then clip it. Just like that. Perfect. Alright, the tool is useful. We're going to wiggle this back into position, and then we're going to do this one. I'm going to put that there. Get that there. And then we're going to hook this like this. And that fits right there. There, perfect. All right. That's wiggled in and held down. Those are all clipped in. All right. Flip this up. Okay. All right, that is all mounted the way it needs to be. Happy, happy days. Okay, perfect. All right, I need to go and check something real quick. So I will be right back. And all right, back from what I needed to go and grab. Other than that, it looks like our Xbox 360 refresh is going smoothly. So, got the thermal paste done on that one. Go ahead and get that all pinned together, and then we'll go from there. we doing here? Pop over here. Minimize that and back to top down. Okay. Thermal paste installed. Let's put this back in the whatchamacallit here? This thing. The bottom cage. And then this one. Get these dust fans nice and clean. Pop that back in. Okay. That's good. And then okay. Now for the shroud. Okay, and this gets plugged in here. And this gets plugged in here. Okay, that's all in. I'll tape that back up. And then we can put this top piece back on and start screwing everything down. I'll give it a little wipe just to be sure. Where's my brush? There it is. Oh, before I put that in, I want to do this piece here. Okay, where is... There it is. 10, 9. Bussin' makes me feel good. Sorry, I just listened to the Ghostbusters song came on. So, bustin' makes me feel good. Yeah, arrows go up on this one. There we go. Okay. Now we'll do this one. Line it up. Okay, make sure that that shield goes behind this circuit board. And then that clips in there, hits the button, perfect. Okay, and then one more right here. Okay, so get these screws in first. Bring them down a bit. We'll tighten them up the rest after we get the rest in. Okay. Now, let's go with these. So this one for sure, this one for sure, that one. Nope. No. Yep. 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 Okay. And then And this one gets cranked up. Getting it cranked, baby. Okay. And we'll pop this here, this here. Get this here. Oh, no thank you. Okay. What's this? Here we go. All right, let's crank that in. Bust that in. And get this in. Crank that. And get this one in. There we go. So much crank. There we go. Huh. Interesting. All right, well. Yeah, all the rest get nice and snug. That one, not so much. Wonder why. Oh. Interesting. Well, it's in there somewhere. Oh, that's why. That plastic mount is actually broken, so it looks like this has taken a hit before. Oh well, it's still in there. It's still gripped in, so it's not going to fly around on us. We need to hit these again. Okay, perfect. So that's done there. And this goes this way. There we go. Bam. Refurb. And we're going to pop this on. Where are the grill pieces here? Where did I put those now? Thought they would all be together. And take this off. This thrift store sticker. Of $39.99. Come on, you. They really don't want this sticker coming off, do they? I'm gonna go take a look for the I'm gonna go take a look for those panels now. Which they're probably in some far gone room. Let's see if they're over here. Okay, so I guess they're not here. I wonder if they're in the first room. What do we got? Let's go take a peek. And whilst I'm in here, I might as well pop open these windows. Get a little fresh air in here. Okay, we got PS3. Oh, yeah, here they are. Perfect. Excellent. Now we'll go give these a little wipe and put that all together. I should check and see if the power cable's in here, because then we can test it right up too. Thought I saw it in here. Yeah, this thing. Yeah! All right. Okay. Okay. Got these little pieces. Is this the bottom? Nope, this is the top. Okay, so we need to dust up this top piece first. And then we'll just clip that on in. Nice and easy like. Oh. That's kind of got to go in first, so there we go. We'll hit this with a little bit of Bon Ami. All right, let's see if we can plug this in and see if it blows up. Okay, whoop. Plug this in here. Plug this in here. And then HDMI and switch to here. And we'll see. Okay, power button works. Let's see if it displays. Okay, looks like we got display. Let's see if... Okay, we got controller connection. And we got this guy. System. I want to like format everything. Disable that. Hard drive. He's got some demos. Call of Duty 3 demo. Lost Planet. Games and apps. Crackdown. Quality game right there. System items. Videos. And it's not super loud either. That's a bonus. Deletion suggestions. Device options. Here we go. Format. Yes. Enter serial number. Oh, right. Okay. We'll format later. Rename. What is this called? Hard drive. Okay, cool. Don't need to worry about that. Profiles. What do we got for profiles? This is still the tiled menu, yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, we're up and running. I wonder, can we play a game? Whoa, let's pop in. Let's pop in some Reach. Tray opens up nicely. Tray's not overly dusty. Perfect. Let's see. Will it load? Looks like she be loading. Bungegree. Easy. I just want to move around in the game and see. Because I know on that other slim Xbox 360 I was working on, something happened to the graphics chip or something. Because it can do 2D graphics fine, it can do the menus fine. When you watch movies, it's a little bit, has a little bit of issues displaying. But as soon as you go into a 3D game, the polygons are just like everywhere. And it's like, good luck. So let's just see how this tests. And then that's 2 Xboxes we got refreshed today. Just let me into the mission. Let me in. Put me in, coach. I mean, it looks really good from what I can see. How's the heat? It's not hot yet. Wonder if it'll restart the cutscene or if it'll skip me forward. Alright, we're gonna let that load. And while that's loading, we're gonna go ahead and I don't think it'll run because I know Tom was over yesterday and we were talking about Halo 2 LAN parties that we used to do back in the day and stuff. I don't know that it'll play Halo 2 right off the hop. I think I need to connect it to the internet or connect it to the servers to get the patches so that it can run original Xbox games. But we can always try. How much was this copy of Halo 2? 2 copies of Halo 2 for $19.95, baby. $10 for an amazing game. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. Okay, we're getting into her. Skip.
Shoot down attempts are likely, so keep your distance.
Yes, sir.
God, this game used to look real good. This game still does look good.
There's the communications outpost.
Reach is peak. I need to controller. Why is that switch grenade? Melee, zoom, bumper jumper, melee, switch grenade, zoom, ugh. Boxer, no. Southpaw, no. Recon, oh man, they don't have. Okay, melee on click, switch grenade there, swap weapons, jump, action reload, zoom is up here. Weird. I'll just go default, I guess. Or recon. Yeah, let's do recon. And then stick layout, look convert. Okay, default. We need to put this up to like 7. Ugh, it's so slow. Insane.
Could be the missing troopers. Let's check it out.
Yes. It feels so slow. Maybe that's what we were noticing.
June, I want your eyes on the sky.
Because we used to play with like 7. I remember playing with 7 a lot. Oh, okay, I guess we can only go up to 10. So maybe that was what we were noticing, is that it feels real slow to look around
Let's go,
with the
6.
controller. Oh,
All right, Noble.
okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, no, this feels good. Reload, baby.
Structure point 3-4.
Okay, maybe we can turn that down a little bit. Let's go to 8.
Looks clear from this angle.
See if I can hit somebody.
Distress beacons coming from just south of you, Commander. We're close.
Eyes peeled.
Where are the enemies? Where's a jackal? Give me a jackal to punch. But as for smoothness, it seems to be okay. There is some definite,
Smoke at the next structure, boss.
Circle west and check it out. Nope.
The B selected.
how come I can't shoot you guys? My delayed in my shot reaction? Oh, I got him. Okay. Seems okay. Mind you, I'm playing it on the video recording software, so some of this might be a little bit more
Noble 6.
chunky
Move
than
to the house.
what is
Go in
actual.
quiet. I'm right behind you.
Well, we might have to play this on Xbox. Or on the 360 a little bit after on the regular screen where I can actually see it.
They're not rebels. They're farmers.
Look at them.
Ask them what they're doing here.
Hiding, sir.
Where's the grunts, baby?
Neighbors were attacked last night.
Tell me where the Covenant is. Alright, well, I'm just about done testing this one. I want to try out, there we go, checkpoint done. Isn't there sprint? Yeah, there we go. I forgot the first level of this one was kind of slow at the beginning. It's not like Halo 2 where it just gets you right into it after a whole bunch of exposition. Oh, I see somebody on my radar.
What the hell is that?
Where are you, buddy?
You see anything?
Negative. Thermal's clean.
I saw him on there. You guys shooting at somebody? You guys see somebody? I would like to actually test this
Boss, I see
game.
movement outside your structure.
We're about to be flanked.
Covenant.
There's a jackal.
Contact! Contact!
Here we go.
Did I hit him?
They're headed into the basement.
Okay, I don't have any audio for this, so bro, out of the way. We're gonna give him the pistole.
Affirmative. More with that.
Bop,
Banshees, heads up, Charlie.
bop. This isn't so bad. There is some noticeable slowdown that I don't remember from before, but how's the heat doing? Not really warm, so we're doing okay. Bap. How come I'm not hitting these headshots? Bap, bap. Alright. Well, that's enough of this. It feels good enough, so Halo 2 will be the real test. If it'll run. I might have to plug it into the network. Ooh. Oh, sick. Right out the gate. Okay, we'll test this up a little bit. The bungee. The bungie. Default profile. Champagne. New campaign. Done. The heretic. Heretic. We're just going easy for this test. Okay, now it's warmed up. Now we're starting to pull that heat away. Do 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 do. All right, let's test it out. Do 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 do. All right, I want to skip this, please. Allow me to skip. I don't want unskippable cutscenes. I want to skip to the action. Because I want to test the looking around.
There was only one ship.
One. Are you sure?
Yes. They called it the Pillar of Autumn.
Why was it not destroyed with the rest of their fleet?
That's
It
all
fled
pinched
as
together.
we set
We're
fire
still
to their planet.
good. Hard drive's doing hard drive things.
But I followed with all the ships in my command.
When you first saw Halo, were you blinded by its majesty?
Blinded?
Paralyzed?
I don't care
dumbstruck?
about the exposition. I
Yet
want to
the
just
humans
play the
were
game.
able to evade your ships, land on the sacred
Skip,
ring,
please.
and desecrate it with their filthy footsteps.
No,
Unless you're not allowed to skip for
Surely you understand
for
that
whatever
once the
reason.
Parasite attacked.
All right, well, that's doing that. We'll go back over here. So, this chunky little boy be working real good. What do we got? Yeah, it's not getting overly. I mean, it's venting the air right, so, and it's not super hot, so I'll have to just play around with it just to see if it actually is like what Tom and I were talking about was very much when we were exposed to these different systems and stuff, we didn't have anything else, anything that was better. But today we're at like, 240 hertz frames, like, a bajillion frames per second. Everything's super smooth. If you're like 1 frame delay, everybody's losing their minds. So, and with the Master Chief Collection on PC, everything's been optimized and ramped up. So, let's see if, wait, where is that? That's this one.
And you shall be left
Oh,
behind.
he's still yelling at us. He's still calling us a bitch. Oh, I was able to skip something.
Well, I guess it was all
Okay,
obsolete
updating
anyway.
profile.
Your new suit's a Mark 6. Just came up from Songnam this morning. Try and take it easy.
Controller settings. Button layout. Look sensitivity. We want to be like 7.
Until you get used to the upgrades. Okay, let's test your targeting first thing. Please look at the top
Oh.
light. Good. Now
What the
look
hell
at the
happened there?
bottom
There we
light.
go.
All right, look at the top light again. That's it. Now the bottom one. Okay. Everything checks out. Stand by. I'm gonna offline the inhibitors. Move around a little. Get a feel for it. When you're ready, come meet me by the zapper.
Yeah, I don't think it's as bad as we thought it was that one day. I think it was just a shittier.
Pay attention, because I'm only going over this once. This station
I think it was
test
just a
your
shittier.
recharge and energy
It must have been
shields.
just the
Your
console
new
that was
armor
having a rough
shields are
time, because this
extremely
feels pretty
resilient,
fine.
Very efficient.
Well, maybe it was because we were playing split
Bingo.
screen too,
As you
so
can see,
I'll have to
they
test that
recharge
with
a
Tom
lot
next time he's
faster.
over. Now that we have this.
If your shields go down, find some cover. Wait for the meter to read fully charged.
That, or he can hide behind
I
me.
want more weapons, sir.
You done with my boy here, Master Guns? I don't see any training wheels.
His armor's working fine,
Come
Johnson,
on,
so
bro.
shut your
Let's
chili
go.
hole. You're free to go, son. Just remember.
Johnson, I
take
want to
things
leave.
slow.
I don't know what you're
Don't
telling
worry,
me to
I'll
do.
hold his hand.
Alright, checkpoint done. I just want to shoot
So,
stuff.
Johnson, when you gonna tell me how you made it back home in one
I mean,
piece?
it is a little
Sorry,
slow,
guys.
but it's
Classified.
nothing super bad.
My ass. Well, you can
You going?
forget about those adjustments to your A2 scope, and you're sure.
There we
Well,
go.
he's in a particularly fine mood. Maybe
I think
Lord
this is
Hood
just
didn't give him
the
any
curse of the
vacation.
lower frame rate, that's all. But yeah, everything's running well.
Haven't seen it in years. When I shipped out for basic, the orbital defense grid was all theory and politics. Now look.
Ugh, the
Cairo
cinematic
is one of
bullshit.
300 geosync platforms. That Mac gun can put a round clean through
Doo-doo.
a Covenant capital ship.
Doo doo. Doo 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 doo.
Coordinated
Doo-doo.
fire from the Athens and the Malta. Nothing's getting past this battle cluster in one piece.
I just want to test the shooting
Ships been arriving all
capabilities
morning.
of my man. But yeah,
Nobody's
everything
saying
seems
much,
to
but
look okay.
probably something big's about to happen.
And it seems to be running just fine. Normal warmth. Can I skip this, please? Yes, okay, here we go. Let's go, give me a gun. There we go. Okay, let's go. Feel the heat on that bulkhead.
They're latched. Check your targets, watch the crossfire. They're in standard formation. Little bastards up front, big ones in back. Good luck, Cairo.
Field of fire on that bulkhead. As soon as that door opens, let them have it.
Okay, let's see how well this works. to be finding me. Not running like ass. I am a demon. Get beat on. Get beat off. Yeah, okay. Seems fine. It's just not as like precise as mouse and keyboard could ever be, but I mean, maybe we didn't have the sensitivity high enough when we were playing together. I'll have to test it with him doing multiplayer and see, but this this thermal paste refresh, everything's running nice and smooth. Oh, big boy. Wart. Okay. That's enough of that. Okay. So, let's pop that game out. That was a success on getting this tested up and working again. So, we can just shut that down now. Turn off console. Skyrim was kind of chunky on it, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right, top-down view on this bad boy. Okay, so we got that one Xbox 360 Slim done up. We got this, what is it, thrift store find, $40 Xbox Elite. We got this one refurbed and cleaned up, good to go, so we're happy about that. Yeah, I think the only other thing I want to try, probably not on stream though, is I want to see about the illicit USB modification that you can do with these now, where you just let it run the exploit in the background and go. But let's see, how long have we been streaming today? Oh, almost 3 hours. I think we did pretty good. I don't really have any more repair stuff that I want to dive into right now. I have a couple of PS3s that I'm going to do coming up in the future here. I just need to look up and make sure that I actually have the thermal pads for that, because there's no point in ripping it apart and not having the thermal pads. I'd rather just sit down and start and maybe do both of them one after another, like we did these Xboxes maybe next week. So I think that we might call it an early stream today. So, all right. Well, I guess thanks for Cabot Kisser coming in and sharing his wonderful finds from the thrift store and his stories there. But other than that, I want to thank all the new followers and new subscribers. We got ourselves Philippe Souza. He subscribed a little bit ago, so on the YouTube, so we'll thank him for that. Over on Top Tier VG. For everybody who wants to check out more repair videos, keep on checking out Top Tier Projects channel on YouTube. We'll be posting the repair videos there, stuff like that, and also have what else we got there? Oh, also model train videos there for N-Scale train liners, which is always good. So we got that there. Over on Twitch, we'll be doing both projects and the same with on Top Tier VG. I like doing the double hosting, so we'll see if it gets out there. So that'll be for all the electronics work stuff, and then just for more video game stuff, we will be continuing. So come on Sunday, we'll probably be getting down with a nice cozy stream, getting back into the Pokemon Pure Red stream, because that's been going fun. That's been a lot of fun. And yeah, I don't think there's anything else for today. I think it's a little bit of a slower one, but yeah, we got one of those things done. I think I'm gonna go work on a few other things, and we'll see from there. So thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out today, and thank you for following and subscribing. We appreciate all of you. We will see you on Sunday. So thank you very much, and take care, everybody. Bye.